Hello, David, they call me MacGyver. Today I'm going to show you how to take the front door off of a Jenn-Air slide-in downdraft range because there's three different sections of glass on the door so that you can clean between them because cobwebs get in there, dust, and I'll show you how to take that apart, reassemble it, and put the door back on. Yeah, so hang tight, we'll get started. So as I mentioned, this is a Jenn-Air downdraft slide-in range, but all the Jenn-Airs I think are the same. So you'll need to open your oven door, and you only need to open it about that far. And it actually has a stop there, and you just kind of wiggle the door off of the hinges, slides right off. I've already got towels laying on my countertop, and you leave the handle kind of hanging off the edge of the counter. And there's 4 screws in the very top edge, Phillips heads. You just remove those 4 screws along the top. Then after you get these 4 top screws, we'll need to move around to the bottom. There's 3 screws in the very bottom of this. So there's 1 on each end and 1 in the middle. So you just pull those 3 screws out. Set your screws aside so you don't forget where they're at. And then you can kind of get it underneath the bottom. There's a little gap there. You can get a hold of it to pull this assembly off. Then you can clean the inside of the front and the inside of that second piece of glass. I've already cleaned this previously. The homeowner came in and cleaned it, and I thought after I did it, it'd be good to show people how to do this. So I just set that assembly aside. I moved the face off of the towels, the outside piece. Then I put the inside assembly back up on the towels because there's 2 screws on the bottom. That black strip, there's 2 hex head screws, and I believe they're a 5/16. And I didn't bring my 5/16 socket in with me, so I just grabbed my crescent wrench that I had handy. Figured by the time I run to get the 5/16 socket, I could have had it out, so I'm just using a crescent wrench. Then after you get the screws out, you lift up on that assembly, not too far, you pull it out because there's 2 metal tabs right up close. You can clean the inside of those, and then you can reassemble this assembly here. And once you get it down there, you want to line up the holes. And I see I didn't have them lined up, so I'm going to move it just a little bit. And then put those 2 screws back in the bottom of that. Again, it would be a lot faster if you had a 5/16 socket, but I didn't think it was worth the time to go out to get it out of my vehicle. And just putting it back in with the crescent wrench. Then after we get this, these 2 screws in, we'll move this assembly aside again, and we'll go get the outside assembly of the range door, and we'll set it back up on the towels. And then we'll grab that assembly that we just cleaned, and we'll pick it up and put it back on top of this outer assembly, and then just get it lined up in there and let it slide down in there. And then right on the 2 outer corners, there's a little gap. You can get a screwdriver, or I think I used my finger just to lift it up so that I could get the first screw on the corner started. And then I just moved my way down to the other corner. I lifted it up, put the screw in that corner, and then there's 2 screws in the middle that all run back in. And there we're there. Now we're going to go around and do the same thing to the bottom, and in the middle of this there's a gap, so you just lift it up a little bit, put your middle screw in first, that way it's up, and then you can get the 2 outside screws back into the door assembly. And then you just grab the whole door assembly, walk back over, and just slides right back down on those hinges. Just kind of do a little wiggle. Sometimes you have to wiggle it a little bit. Once you get it on there, it slides in, and we're good to go. That's it. Well, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope that was some good information for you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. And every time I come out with a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks a lot. You have a great day.